Welcome to Module 1. Here are the topics we're going to look at in this module. We're going to look at new or revamped user experiences, in other words, things in Windows 10 that directly affect the way that you use it. And then we'll look at some of the core features in Windows 10 and some of the things that are changed or relatively new in the Windows 10 experience. And then apps and applications, and by this I mean that there are two distinct types of applications now, and we'll take a look at those two distinct types and do a little bit more in-depth look at how those work and what they're made of. And then we'll look at Windows as a Service, which is a new distribution type that Microsoft is now using, in which we no longer have a Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 12, Windows 14, and so on. Rather, we have an ongoing type of distribution type. And then Windows installation options. In other words, how can I get this thing on my machine? And there are a couple of different ways that we can do that, and many variations of those. And then we'll look at the preparation for upgrading or clean installing Windows 10, and then the upgrade or the clean install itself. And then finally we'll look at some of the activities that go on during installation, and then some of the things that you should do after you install it, and then some licensing and activation stuff. So this is pretty packed, and I hope you'll stick around. And I appreciate that you've been here and that you are coming to listen to these. By the way, this is not going to be 11 videos. Some of these will be broken down into multiple parts, and so there will be many videos on some of these topics. Thank you.